Hi, it's my Sagittarius family. Oh my gosh, love you guys. Love, love, love you guys. Yeah. Sagittarius rising. My sister's a Sagittarius. Some of my best friends are Sagittarians. This is for me where I feel, other than Leo's Sagittarians, you guys, oh man, I just can be myself. Because we all know we can all just say what's on our minds, and nobody's feelings are going to get hurt. We can just be an open book, and I love it. I love you guys. Truly, truly love you guys. Now, oh wow. 3 cards already popped out, but I have a note that I want to talk about first before I bring those cards up. The note that I have for June for you guys is, okay, so the sun is in your 7th house, which is Gemini, for most of the month. That means it is time. This is the relational house for you. This is your opposite sign, so this is where relationship stuff comes up pretty heavily. And you're going to have a full moon in your sign this month. And you are going to have to look at old patterns, old hurts, old wounds, and you're going to have to release them. And so right off the bat, I'm going to say that June isn't going to be necessarily like a scary month or a heavy-hitting month. I know last month I was talking about how there was an air sign kind of slashing at you. You were having some really harsh conversations. I hope that went okay. I hope that was good. This month is much more about you kind of sitting with yourself and getting clear with your heart and what you're doing there with it. And it's about connecting to that higher spiritual side, which you guys have in the bag. You know, you're spiritually minded people. You're already there. But this month is going to be about looking at any old patterns, looking at any old wounds. And if you can connect with those, you are going to be really set up for some lovely energy coming in. Okay, so let's talk about the first 3 cards that popped out, because it speaks to what I just said. So we have the Ace of Wands here. Right? You're feeling frisky. You're feeling fiery. I think a lot of you, in general, you came out of a couple of years of turmoil. And this year has actually been kind of a great year because you've been kind of more building on what you want to be doing. And this is your energy right here. To me, it's like you guys are very creative and you have a lot of endeavors going on. And so you're feeling good. You're feeling quite good. However, this pops up right out on the heels of that. So underneath the surface, my Saggy friends, that I love so much, I love you guys. You know, there's some old things in the closet that there's some old things in the cellar, some old cobwebs, some old patterns, some old wounds that might pop up and say hi this month. You know, it might have had something to do with what went down in May. For some of you, it could be very recent. A lot of you, I think this is something that's a little broader range. This is something that's happened over the last couple of years. And you're just going to have to take some time with it. I think this came up for you last month, didn't it? I'm not sure, but you have to take some time with it. It's next to the High Priestess. So here's, your highest self kind of communing, letting it go. I mean, this is not a month to wallow in it. I don't think this is going to be your future. This is just much more of letting it go, kind of that release. And I think around your full moon, you are going to be feeling that release. You are going to be feeling that like, okay, yeah, I know what that was. I know what role it played in my life, and I'm okay with it. And I honestly think it's going to be kind of a relief to see how far you've come, because in the mess, in the mire of everything that went down in that process that you went through in the last couple of years, it kind of sometimes felt like, am I ever going to just be that sparkly, fun, tons of project person? Oh, the sun came out. Am I ever going to be this person again? This playful person that just gets to enjoy life and have fun and be frisky and flirty and vibrant and bright and fill up the space. I mean, you have really questioned if you could ever be here again, And the answer is yeah. I mean, honestly, it's great to have these 2 energies on either side of this. Because it just goes to show you guys, like, you guys are so resilient. You're so resilient. I love it about you. I mean, you guys, it's hard to knock a Sag down. It's hard to knock a Sag down. because there's just this element of, you know, you are very strong in your character, which means that you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table. And so, you know, if you have to go into that heart center and figure out an old pattern, you'll do it, and then you'll be like, all right. And I think this month you're going to feel very powerful on that front, which I love. That makes me very happy to see that from you guys. Now let's see what else comes out of the deck here, because that was my main note that I'd already picked up on for June, is that you are going to have that little bit of a pause. But I think what I'm really picking up with that is it's more of a pause to just show how far you've come and how you are resilient. And it's like, oh, wow, I've really done so much. I really have done so much. I really don't feel stuck where I was. And looking back over the last like 6 to 10 months, even 12 months, like it's like, wow, you know, 12 months ago I was here. And today I'm waking up and I'm realizing, damn, like I have it all and everything is great. Okay, a whole bunch of cards fell out, so let's see what happened here. Wow, 6 cards came out. Okay, let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, so 8 of Wands came out on the end of that Sun, and along with Temperance. Oh my gosh, you guys are on fire. I think some of you had to go through some old wounds with your love life, with your emotional life, with your emotional heart-centered landscape. That was hard work. You had to do some things there. But then it's like some of you are really in love. Some of you are really feeling it. You're feeling, here you are. I mean, you're showing up in your own spread, which is awesome. And this is all about forward motion. So you are going to be the star of the show this month, my friends. I think you are. I think you're going to be feeling very romantic, very playful, extremely flirty, very hopeful. I think you're going to be feeling that you are in your own element again. After May, where you might have felt a little bit less in your element during times of that, there's something going on here with like really like just feeling like yourself. Yeah. You know, you have projects you want to do, and you know what those are, you know what those look like, you know what those feel like, and you're ready to do those. For some of you, like I said, you might really be flirting a lot, and really putting that personality that you have out there, which I love, because there's nothing like a Sagittarius in a flirty mood. I mean, you cannot beat it. It is the most fun thing to ever be around. So I'm excited because now I know that you guys are going to be the best to be around this month. This is awesome, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It's like, once, you know, I think just having that little mini realization of like how far you've come is just going to empower you so much. You're just going to be like, yeah, hell yeah. Looking back at everything you've come through and realizing that you've come out on top, it's like, hell yeah, I am amazing. And that's going to show on the surface. Now, let's talk about a little bit going on underneath the surface of that. 'Cause that's a really big process right in and of itself, right? I mean, that's huge. Just feeling like the sun, feeling like yourself, feeling like flirting, knowing who you are and where you're at, and how your heartaches have informed your power and your highest self. I mean, you guys are so spiritually intuitive that this is easy for you in a way, but just putting these pieces together is such a wonderful, rewarding experience. However, I think some of you are a little worried about finances this month. You're a little bit worried about what your future is going to look like in terms of money and in terms of your financial and your material well-being. You know, you're feeling flirty, you're feeling hopeful, but there's some of you I think are having questions about what road to take when it comes to money, and you're feeling a little insecure on this side. A little bit like, I'm not sure what this is going to look like in another 6 months. So there's a little bit of a looming shadow here starting up in your mind about what that's going to look like. Now, this is really mental. As far as like Pentacles energy goes in a reading, these are both very mental cards. This is a card of indecision and feeling like you can't quite see clearly, and so you're having a hard time making a decision. And this is about feeling a little bit tired and less than when it comes to your money, just in general, like your headspace about your money. So, you know, keep that in mind. Like if you're feeling insecure about your money for some reason, you're kind of spazzing yourself out underneath the surface there. It's really the way you're thinking about your money is what's kind of causing you to feel the stress more than the actual material reality. Like that is going to play out okay. It is going to play out just fine, but you are kind of having a sub-theme here this month of worrying that you aren't doing things right when it comes to monetary. You're feeling like partying and having fun, but underneath you're thinking, is this the right thing? I think so, because as you share of yourself and as you enjoy the company of others, you're raising your vibration and you're creating a positive space, and therefore your money will have an easier time flowing if you keep that energy up. So keep that in mind. If you're feeling that insecurity, it's okay, but maybe sit with it a little bit and think about why you're feeling that. And if you need to, come up with a little like 3-point plan where you can feel like, okay, I have a vision now at least of where I am with that. Okay, so this air sign is still in the picture, you guys. And in this scenario, it's good. It's very good. I think this is nice energy for me moving forward, just because you're feeling like yourself and you're feeling sassy and you're feeling positive. And there's a sense of forward motion in general for you this month. There's a sense of you just launching forward into the next phase, and you're just ready to do it. The sun's in your opposite sign, so it's a fun time. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling the excitement of that. And so if you were having a hard time with an air sign last month, there's somebody who is just very biting and kind of harsh and everything, I think it's going to be good. I think you'll have worked through whatever it was that you were working through in May. It looks like that is going to have improved for you quite a bit. And they're still going to be around, so you might have some more conversations to have. But because you're feeling like yourself, I don't think it's going to feel quite so painful for you, and I think you're going to be able to express yourself very clearly. And for some of you, like for those of you who are looking for some kind of romantic thing, I have to say the Queen of Cups is right next to this air sign. That's romance right there, my friends. Queen of Cups is romance. And I think you are going to be feeling extremely romantic this month. I think this month is going to be one of those months where it's just, you just are feeling the love. You are feeling the romance. You are feeling, like I said, this is a really flirty time for you guys. You guys are going to be a handful in general. And I think some air signs are going to really be, fanning your flames a little bit in a really good way. And that's the thing. It's like, it's really positive energy. In general, it's just positive energy. However, like I said, if you have been kind of going through a process with an air sign, what I do see is there being forward motion. Instead of it being kind of going around and around in the same circle and slashing at each other, there's a little bit more of a sense of forward motion, clarity, and going for it. And I think part of that is to do with the fact, like I said, that you're kind of holding your own again. And there was a little bit of a phase there where you were kind of waffling and feeling a little like, okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I know April was an experimental month for you, and May was a rough month for you. And so June, you're like, okay, I'm back. I'm where I'm used to being. This powerful fire sign that's expansive and positive and vibrant and magnetic and fan-freaking-tastic. You're like, finally, I'm back. And so having this kind of energy, you're like back into a place where you're great with this. Like you can roll with this and everything is fine. Now I'm going to pull a clarifier for all of this from my Cosmic Tarot, just to finish out this gorgeous reading, because I'm so excited. You guys have had one of the most positive readings of the month, where it's just like, you just know who you are. You know who you are and you're sharing it with people. And I love that for you guys. I really love that for you guys. I can't think of a better reading for my Sagittarian friends. And like I said, this is romance. Some of you really might be meeting somebody new. I mean, we started this reading with the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, you guys. There are new beginnings on the horizon. I mean, that is your first. And then Eight of Wands right underneath it. And you and the Sun and the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I mean, this is really good stuff, you guys. You're coming into your own again. I love that. That makes me so happy, you guys. Okay, 4 clarifiers came out. Oh, we have the Eight of Wands again. Oh man, you guys are moving on something. You are moving on something. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. It's funny though, there's this, I got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords in these clarifiers too, and that goes back to kind of what I was saying with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. Like these two energies are kind of mirroring each other. I do have to say that you guys are really back on your game. You're back in your position of power, but there's something going on here with your feet. You're still like, there's some kind of question, and it probably has to do with this heartache as well, because this is really mental energy. This is really about you kind of having a little bit of a skeleton in the closet that you feel that it's a skeleton in the closet. You haven't quite figured out. And so there's that sub theme going on where you're kind of sketched out by some aspect of your life that you kind of suppress because you're feeling good, but you still have this question going on. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but this is all in your mind. Things are moving forward. And in fact, the final clarifier, these four just popped out as a group, is the Queen of Wands. Here you are. It's this sense of like, trust that you're feeling good. You're allowed to feel good, Saggies. Trust it, because I know that, there are still questions. There are still things that need to be worked out. There are still details about your money and your lifestyle and the people you have in your life. There are still details you have to figure out. And they're not all going to be, squared away in a couple of weeks. It's something that's a process. And so you should be trusting this forward motion. Go with it, flow with it, enjoy feeling flirty and good, and don't let yourself get too in that headspace of being afraid that things are too good to be true, or that you're not allowed to feel good because you haven't answered every question about your life yet. I mean, if you had every question about your life answered today, wouldn't that be kind of boring? And I know it would be for you guys. Come on. You'd be so bored by that. You love excitement and experimentation and adventure. And so embrace yourselves. Don't fight against your own nature. You are a lucky sign. You are a prosperous sign. You are a positive sign. And I know that things have kind of sketched you out in the recent past. Things have kind of taken you off your axis a little bit, but this is the first month you're going to be feeling like you're on your axis. And trust it. Go with it. Really, just enjoy the good feelings you're going to be having this month, because you deserve it. And everybody benefits from Saggies being themselves and feeling like themselves. We all benefit. Every single one of us benefits from it. So keep that in mind too. You're doing a public service by being awesome. All right, so it's a beautiful month, you guys. I really think you're going to have a fun time in June. I really do. I think this is going to be, I think some of you might really be falling in love. And for those of you in established relationships, I think you're going to be feeling very connected to your partner because you're going to be so magnetic and present. And that's going to help everybody. Okay, I'm still working with Pink Moon 422. Amazing shop. Love Tiffany so much. She made me this pink jasper necklace. Is it not amazing and gorgeous? I love it. It grounds me and protects my heart, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful energy. She's giving you guys a discount code this month, and it's going forward. It's 15% off at her store, so I'm going to leave that. It's the discount code is Sarah Tarot, but I will leave the details of that and her Etsy shop link below. Please check her out. She's amazing, and she makes everything by hand with high quality materials. Just awesome. She's, like I said, she's amazing. And I will also leave my email website below. So if you have questions or you would love a personal reading, I love working with Saggies. You guys, oh my gosh, our sessions are amazing. Oh, we have so much fun working together. So I would love to hear from you guys. Truly, truly. Have a beautiful June. Enjoy being you. We need you. I need you. We need you to be there. And I think you really will feel like you are yourselves. I will talk to you guys in July. I love you so much, my family, my Sagittarius family. You mean the world to me. And yeah, own it. Rock it. Remember who you are. Mwah.